Hey guys, what's up? Welcome back to my channel. So for today's video, I have got a review for you guys on the new Anastasia Beverly Hills Glow Kit in collaboration with Nicole Guerrierro. Now, most of you guys are probably aware that this Glow Kit does launch in stores and on the Sephora website today, and I was actually lucky enough to be able to get my hands on it during the special pre-sale on the Sephora app. So I did go ahead and pick it up, obviously, because I wanted to make sure that I was able to do a review for you guys so that those of you that are interested and wanting to see what it would look like on someone of my complexion, I wanted to make sure that I gave you the opportunity to do that before it actually went live and before, you know, you had to decide whether or not you wanted to buy it. Now, I am very excited about today's video because it's in collaboration with two of my really good friends here on YouTube, both of which you guys are probably very familiar with. The first is Andrea from Andrea Renee 00, and the other is Ash from #MakeupLove. Now, the really cool thing about today's collaboration, which really makes me so excited about it, is that what we decided to do is to pull together a group of 3 creators, 3 different girls that each have a different skin tone. So basically what we're trying to do for you guys is pretty much to bring 3 different skin tones to you guys in videos so that all of you guys will hopefully have your skin tone represented or somewhere close so that you'll be able to see swatches and you'll be able to hear our opinions about the highlighters actually in the palette for both a light, medium, and a deep or darker skin tone. So I thought that this was a really great idea. I really hope that you guys enjoy it and find it helpful. And also, I wanted to mention that the 3 of us do have a very special surprise for you guys. So you probably already know what it is if you've looked at the title, but definitely make sure that you watch through the entire video because you will not want to miss what we have in store for you guys. So before I get started, if you are new, hey, my name is Faye. Thank you so much for stopping by and hanging out with me for today's review. I really hope that you find it helpful and that you enjoy it, of course. Definitely make sure that you click on the link down below to subscribe to my channel, as well as the bell next to the subscribe button. I would love to have you as part of my fam here on YouTube and would also love for you to be notified whenever I upload future videos. So let's go ahead and cut this intro short and get into the review of this palette. Alright guys, you know the drill. Let's start with the packaging. So when you receive your palette, if you decide to order it, this is what it looks like. It's a really beautiful kind of muted, not kind of like a pastel pink color, and it does have little sparkles of silver glitter on the packaging. And of course you've got Anastasia's name on the palette, and then you also have Nicole Guerrierro Glow Kit, and the letters on this are like an iridescent silver writing, which I think is really nice. Also similar to Anastasia's previous glow kits, this top part right here is a sleeve, and it just slides off, and then you have your actual glow kit on the inside. The glow kit itself does look exactly like the sleeve that it comes in, and the back of the glow kit is exactly like the sleeve that it comes in. So on the back, it doesn't have her picture or anything. It just kind of tells you what you're getting in the palette and suggestions for how you can use it. And then on the inside of the palette, this is where the magic is, you guys. This is what the inside looks like. Most of you guys have probably already seen it floating around social media, but this is what the inside of the palette looks like. You get 6 different highlighters on the inside. They are very much a rose gold, pinkish, bronzy type family. But then of course you do have this one standout shade over here as well. And then you've got Anastasia Beverly Hills. And then I love that she has these shade names on the actual palette, inside of the palette, and not on the back. And of course you guys know she had to have her signature 143, which is one of the shades inside of the palette. Okay, so as I mentioned in the intro, the palette is releasing today on Sephora's website as well as on the Anastasia Beverly Hills website. It's not scheduled to actually release in stores until March the 15th, but I have been seeing on social media that a couple of stores were actually putting them out even before it was available on the Sephora app. So you may want to just think about checking out your local Sephora. You may get lucky and find it in the store, but you can definitely go ahead and purchase it online as well as on the Anastasia Beverly Hills website. website today, and I will have a link for you guys down below that will make it super easy for you guys to head over there and shop the palette if you're interested in picking it up after watching this review. So as far as the details of this particular palette goes, as you guys saw, there are 6 different shades that come inside of the palette, and on the website it does say that each of the highlighters is 0.16 ounces for a total of 4.5 grams within the palette. And it says also on the Sephora website that the palette has 6 metallic powder highlighters for intense luminosity, and they claim that it will give you a smooth, even glow that lasts. Each highlighter has an ultra fine formula that won't leave behind shimmer particles, and they also suggest that this particular palette can be used for mixing and matching and layering on different highlighters to get the particular look that you are going for. Now the palette itself does retail for $40, and I have to say I think that is a very good price. I know that $40 can be a little bit expensive for a palette for some people, but you're getting 6 different highlighters, and the regular Anastasia glow kits are $40 and you're only getting 4 shades, whereas with this palette you are getting 6 shades. So even though the pans in this glow kit are a little bit smaller than the pans that are in the original glow kits by Anastasia, I personally think that the fact that they were able to come out with this palette and give you 6 shades and keep the price at $40, I really appreciate that, because I personally was ready to spend $60 because the original glow kit, like I said, is $40 and you get 4 shades, so that's $10 per highlighter. So I kind of had done the math ahead of time and I was like, oh my gosh, I'm about to have to spend $60 for this palette, and I was prepared to make it happen. So I was very happily and pleasantly surprised to see that this palette was able to stay right on par with her other glow kits, and I really appreciate her trying to make it and keep it affordable and in line with the other glow kits, but still giving you 2 additional shades. So I personally really appreciated that, and I always appreciate when bigger YouTubers think about their subscribers and try to keep things as affordable as possible for their subscribers who will be purchasing it. So let's go ahead and get into the actual shades that are in the palette. So as I mentioned, this palette does come with 6 different shades, and you've got a nice variety of different highlighters that I think will work for every skin tone, and I really love, of course, that you have the option of mixing and matching them to custom create your perfect highlighter. So the very first shade that we have in here is the shade Kitty Cat. This is a beautiful kind of baby pink or light pink shimmery highlighter. It's an absolutely stunning shade, and I think that it would look really beautiful and really bring out the pink tones if you happen to have like a pink lip or some pink in your eyeshadow. I think this will be beautiful for the springtime. So the next shade is the shade Forever Young. This one is still in the pink family, but I feel like it gives you a little bit more of that mauvey pink champagne shade, but it's still kind of on the cool side. The first shade I would consider, even though it's like a true baby pink, a little bit more on the warm side for my skin tone. And then Forever Young I would consider a little bit more of a cooler version of the first shade. So the next shade in the palette is the shade Daydream. This one is absolutely stunning. I would consider this one like your true coppery kind of coral highlighter shade. Absolutely stunning. I think this is a color that will look really beautiful for girls that have that warm yellow undertone. I think this color will look stunning, and I also think it will look beautiful all over the entire lid. And this particular shade does have some gold reflex in it, which I think really brings out that copper and coral shade. So next up we have the shade Forever Lit, and honestly when I saw this shade in the palette I was a little bit iffy about it, because when you look at it, it just looks like an icy white highlighter, but when I swatched it, oh my god, it is stunning. It has a beautiful iridescence to it. It's not just a flat white highlighter. It has like this bluish purple iridescence to it. It is absolutely stunning, and it made me think of like an ice queen. Like when you think of someone that's dressed as like an ice queen and how they have that sparkle and that iridescent bluish purple kind of look to them. That is what I think of when I think of this highlighter, and I think this one will be beautiful to mix with some of the other highlighters to give it a little bit more of a pop and a little bit more intensity. Now the last 2 shades in the palette are my absolute favorites. These are the 2 shades that I actually mixed together for the highlight that I have on my face today for this video. The first one is the shade Glow Getter. This one is an absolutely stunning kind of rosy gold. Well, not really rose gold. That's not a good description. So this one is going to be like your goldish champagne. That's a better description. Your gold champagne highlighter. I think this is honestly like a true gold champagne highlighter. So it's not like a true yellow gold. It's gold, but it has a little bit of a champagne kind of tint to it to really give you that beautiful kind of glow. I haven't really seen anything similar to this, so I personally really, really love this one and think it would look bomb on medium and also deeper skin tones. Okay, and then last but not least, we have the shade 143, which of course, you know, that's Nicole's signature thing, doing the 143, which means I love you. It is the number of the letters in the words. I don't know why I had to think about that. The numbers of letters in the words. So 1 for I, 4 for love, and 3 for you. And that is this shade right here. This shade is absolutely stunning. It's going to be like your bronzy champagne shade. So this one is going to be a little bit deeper than the shade Glow Getter. It's going to be a little bit more of a bronze and really perfect for, again, those medium to deeper skin tones to actually give you something that will show up on your cheekbones as a highlighter. Okay, so now moving on to my actual thoughts and opinions about the actual highlighters in the palette. So as I mentioned, I did mix the two shades, Glow Getter and 143, for the highlight that I have on my cheekbones today. The very first thing that I noticed with these highlighters, which of course does not come as any surprise to me from a product from Anastasia, is that the pigmentation was on point. Like, these highlighters are not for the shy. These highlighters are very pigmented and you are getting your money's worth. You really are. The money that you're paying for these highlighters, you are going to have these for a very long time because you don't have to use a lot of product to really get that like bam in your face highlighted glow. So I know everybody doesn't like that super intense blinding highlight. So I did really love that although these are very, very pigmented, if you put your brush in the product and you tap off the excess of the brush and then you apply the highlighter, it will give you a little bit of a more natural radiant glow to your skin, as opposed to if you tap the brush in the product and then you lightly tap and then apply the product to your cheekbones. It's going to give you a much more intense glow. So either way, when you put your brush in the product, you're going to get the pigment, but if you tap off the excess, if you're someone that wants a little bit of a less intense highlight, just tap off the excess on your brush and then apply it to your cheekbones and you'll get a much more natural glow. But if you're trying to get that highlight that'll have the people around you like, dang, then when you apply your brush into the product, like I said, you don't really have to tap off a whole lot. Just go ahead and apply it to your cheekbones or just build it up. Either way, you can control, like I said, how much of an intensity you want from the highlighters that are in this palette. Also, the other thing that I noticed when I was swatching them is that the formula of these is buttery smooth, which I really appreciate because, as you guys know, I am an oily skin person, and typically with oily skin, you tend to have texture, you tend to have pores, and I did find that this highlighter palette did not intensify or did not like really bring out my pores. It applied really nicely onto my cheekbones, as does any other Anastasia highlighter or any of the other glow kits. I don't have any of her individual highlighters, I just have the glow kits, but all of them just apply beautifully. So if you have texture on your skin or if you have large pores, if you do apply a primer, of course, before you apply your makeup, you will see that this highlighter just applies really beautifully to the cheekbones and it doesn't accentuate any texture or pores on the skin. So as far as my review, I think that is pretty much all that I have for you guys. Do I think it's worth your money? Do I think you should try to get your hands on it? Absolutely. Because honestly, I feel like the fact that she even chose to partner with a brand like Anastasia that stands behind quality and consistency and gives you bomb products every single time, I pretty much knew from the beginning that this palette was going to be on point because it's Anastasia. Like, it's Anastasia. So Yes, I definitely think that you should get your hands on this. I think it's definitely worth it. I do think it is brown girl friendly. And again, you have the freedom to be able to mix and match the shades in the palette to get your perfect highlighter shade. All right, guys, so that is going to bring us to the end of this review. And if you stay till the end, you are the real MVP, because now you get to hear about the giveaway that I have for you guys, which is the surprise that I mentioned in the very beginning. So as you guys can see, I have my palette right here, and then I also have a brand new extra palette for you guys. So this one has not been touched. I did open it just to make sure that the shades on the inside were not broken and everything arrived in perfect condition, and it did. So I am going to be giving away this palette to one of you guys, and the other two girls that I'm collaborating with, Andrea and Ash, they both also bought 2 palettes. So you guys are going to have 3 opportunities to win one of these glow kits for your very own. So if you guys have been following my channel for a while, you guys already know the drill. I will have everything listed for you guys down below in the description. So if you have any questions about the rules, everything will be down there. I will be using the Gleam.io giveaway generator, which you guys already know I absolutely love. I have been using it for all of my giveaways because it helps to make sure that everything is fair. It picks the giveaway winner for me randomly, and it just takes care of everything for me so that I don't have to worry about making sure that I count all the entries and that I don't miss anyone. It helps to verify that you follow all of the entry rules and that you follow all of the rules in general, and then it picks the winner for me randomly. So I absolutely love it. I love it because it is fair. Again, all of the rules will be listed down below. The giveaway is going to be open for 1 month. It is open to US residents only, and of course it starts today and will go for the next month. The date will be down below for when it will end, and there will also be a link at the very top of my description, the first link in my description box, for how you will need to enter. The only mandatory rules is that you are subscribed to all 3 channels, that you watch all 3 of our videos, and yeah, that's pretty much it. There will be some bonus entries available for all 3 of our links. So it'll give you the opportunity, if you would like to have some extra entries, there will be some bonus opportunities available for you on the Gleam generator. So of course, if you have any questions, just be sure to check out the description. I am very thorough always down there. So there will be a link for you guys to purchase the palette, as well as the Gleam link, which will be the first link in my description, so that you can enter the giveaway. So yeah, that's pretty much all that I have for you guys. I really hope that you guys enjoyed my review on the new Anastasia glow kit in collaboration with Nicole Guerriero. Nicole Guerriero was one of the very first people that I started watching on YouTube when I was trying to decide if I wanted to start a beauty channel myself, and she definitely was someone that really, watching her really encouraged me to see myself being able to do this. Watching her videos and just really seeing, you know, seeing her do it and be successful. And I think she's such an inspiration to so many people. So I'm so happy for her that she was able to collaborate with such an amazing brand and put together such a bomb product. So yeah, that's pretty much all that I have for you guys. Definitely make sure that you also check me out on my other social media. I have Instagram, Twitter, and Facebook. Those are all Fayy Lenee Beauty, as well as Snapchat, which is FayyLeneeSnaps. So be sure to follow me on my Snapchat because I have been using that a lot more often lately. And yeah, that's pretty much all I got for you guys. So I hope that you guys enjoyed this video. Give it a thumbs up if you did. Please subscribe if you haven't already, and I will see you guys very soon in my next one. Bye.